Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video on my channel. My name is Kenneth and today we are going to talk about one kind of video that is completely extinct on these days. And I mean to, that movie, series, Frankie's game, like they released the movie and eventually we got the game with the only excuse to play with our favorite characters on the movie. Well, now that is completely gone and we don't have that kind of game releasing on the market. So in this video we are going to figure out what happened with those games and what is happening now with some games that actually are invading the movie theaters and eventually they are getting more video games because the people is loving those movies. So I don't have nothing more to say. We are going to start with the video now.
Okay, people, the first thing I want to share with you is why I decided to select this topic for the video, and that is because yesterday was a normal day, and suddenly Nintendo think like, oh yes, we are going to announce a Star Fox Direct, and we are going to release the Direct after 15 minutes of the announcement. That was completely crazy, but it happened yesterday, and many people can see the new Star Fox game. Well, this is a new because it's a remake of Star Fox 64, but it's a new game developing from the zero. So I'm really excited for this game. I really like what I look in the trailer because for me this game is completely new because I haven't played the Star Fox 64 on Nintendo 64. So I want to move from this topic to the next, and it's like we already know this game because it was leaked like 1 month ago or 2 months ago, and this rumor get more strong, more force when we see Fox McCloud on Mario Galaxy movie. And this is the important thing. Like just before, we used to have like Ben 10 games, Ratatouille games, Toy Story games, and Cars games, and many original franchises from the movie theaters to video games on the consoles because the people after look the movie they decided like, oh yes, I like the movie, but I want a game of that movie because I want to play with those characters, and eventually you get that because one of the most famous studios that developed this kind of game was THQ, and THQ made many of these movie games, and they were so. For example, in the 90s, on the NES and SNES Edge, we got these games, and they were like the top of the games, like games of Aladdin and many games in that way. For example, we also got Turtles Ninjas in Super SNES, I guess. I don't remember right now what console it was, but we got this kind of games, and they were like the top 10 games of the console. And after that, for example, on the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox era, we have these games, but they weren't the best games of the console. Like they were like for the fanatics of those movies, and this popular opinion was eventually decreasing on the future console. And right now, we don't have those games in the actually consoles because normally the people doesn't want games of the movie, they want a different kind of game with original characters and with original histories. But the important thing here is like Nintendo is making movies and later is releasing games of those movies like the characters we see in the movie. For example, on the first Super Mario movie we got Donkey Kong, and eventually our our love Donkey Kong get again Donkey Kong Bonanza, and oh my god, that is my favorite game of Nintendo Switch 2, and that was really worth it. And now we got two different characters included on this movie, Yoshi and Fox McCloud. I want to focus on Fox McCloud first, and Fox McCloud is going to have a video game because they know this advertising of the movie because it was an advertising. We already know that. That is getting more and more fans for these franchises and more attention for these characters that, in my opinion, they deserve that kind of marketing because they are good games and they are good characters. And we want those franchises that Nintendo didn't pay too much attention back in the actual Nintendo Switch 2. And after that, they released this trailer because now everybody knows Fox McCloud, and after the movie, everybody wants to play with Fox McCloud. So I guess it's a really original strategy, and they are developing in the good way. And for me, this game looks awesome, and I can't wait to try this game the next month. And this wasn't the only character that get a special attention on the movie. We also got our lovely Yoshi on that movie, and that's the reason I want also to add this game to this list. Like they made the advertising on the movie, and now they are releasing the game with all the popular opinion of this character on the persons because they already see the movie, they love the movie, they love Yoshi, and now it's perfect timing to release a Yoshi game. So I really like this strategy, and I don't complain about it. I hear some people that hate the Fox McCloud appearance of the movie. I love that appearance, was really excited, and for me, they are doing this on the good way, and I don't want they stop. Probably in the future we are going to have different characters on the movie that bring back from 90s or 80s Nintendo's age, and they are going to have actual video games, maybe remakes, because they don't want to take a long shot with these games. Like they want a secure opportunity, and that's completely perfect, man. We only want those franchises back, like Metroid on Nintendo Switch. So I really excited to bring more, the Nintendo bring more of those franchises in the future. And the reason we lost the original movie games is because right now the attention of the movie theater is losing every year, and the games doesn't need those characters on the consoles for sell the consoles and sell the video games. And that's the only point. We don't have that now, but it's better we had our original characters on the big screen, and then we are going to play with them on the next games of the franchise. So perfect.
Okay, people, that is all the information I can give you on this video, and I want to give you a personal opinion, and it is um, I really like how Nintendo is making their marketing on these days. Like they are releasing different kind of products that are getting engagement to the people, and eventually they are making video games for those franchises, and that is something that I really want to see in the future with more franchises of Nintendo because yeah, Nintendo got many popular franchises like Super Mario, Kirby, Mario Kart, and Smash Bros, and many other franchises that they are making many games. But there are a lot of franchises that they never develop a game because those franchises are completely forgotten these days. So, for example, I was looking at a leak, like rumor, uh, some Sony animation, yeah, Sony Picture is trying to develop it a Metroid movie, and if they release that and make a good movie, that will be perfect for the franchise because Metroid Prime 4 didn't get that good engagement in the release on the last year, but they sell many copies of the game, like 1 million of copies. That is completely good for that game. But I know those franchises can get higher numbers, and if they get those numbers, Nintendo is going to make more movies, and more pros of those games, like more video games, more collectibles, and more movies and series. So this is like a circle that is making more and more content for the fans, and that we love. we want more content for our consoles and our favorite franchises. So, in my opinion, that is something that I want to Nintendo keep doing on this way, and I hope they will do in the future. So, I want to say, like, if you like the videos, please leave me a subscribe, leave me your like, and leave me a comment. What opinion do you have about these kind of games? If you like the new format, or you prefer like when the games just were games and we don't have more pros around the games we love. So I don't have nothing more to say, people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I made a good effort to bring this video on Friday because I'm having some problems of time, but I hope you understand these problems and leave all your support to my channel. I love that, and I please want that support from you. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.